Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the 49ers will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Pressure coming. Flushed out of the pocket. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from the defensive perspective.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. The Tide will get the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So the Charlotte 49ers offense will go to work for the first time today. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The 49ers are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Quickly complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The pass on first down.
It's a catch and knocked down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Kendricks. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. He wants to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The give on the counter. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Fires to the wideout.
Second.
Cut of the defense, it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catches, plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the big fella. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, wants to throw it. He's got it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. They'll try to power it in. Bounced off his feet.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and it's fourth and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on fourth and goal and gets the touchdown.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Open space at the 25. All kinds of running room. At the 30. Smashes ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Charlotte! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
On the run from inside zone 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Pulls it in on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got the quick pass. They get him down after he makes the catch. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Going up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense in an empty set. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got him this time. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Farrell. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. The field goal is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in this.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking deep. What a snag by the defense. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The 49ers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot is. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page.
Afterburners coming. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Pocket starts to collapse. A strike downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And I'm just trying to find ways to manufacture extra yards, right? I just get a couple extra in the the red zone, and then I get that touchdown that I'm searching for. So I like it. It wasn't ultra productive, but it's a good way to get positive yards. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown time! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the 49ers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Kendricks. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers and works his way to the 19. Shakes off the tackler. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. He's going to pass. He makes the connection.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The 49ers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to get to it. At the 35, he's loose. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The give to the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cutler. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Finds his tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. Turns it loose deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with the completion.
Good timing on the quick out. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This has got to be frustrating for the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the right. And that pass picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Keep up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own...
Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Farrell. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The 49ers moving quickly to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Back to the air one more time. Caught over the middle. It's Farrell.
I'm just getting the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On second down, just keeps firing. On the run, fires downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Niners!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing and you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field, looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, getting some heat. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking for his man. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Niners in the hurry-up. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes that Alabama offense. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk